Hello everyone, Noe Jose, back in the basement, and today what I have in front of me is the new Gungnir curler or easy curl bar. I purchased this during Black Friday during their sale. It was like $100 off, so I think that's the best deal that you will find at least this year. So this is the updated version with the fully knurl or most of the shaft fully knurl compared to their last version. So I will unbox this bar and then I will make a review of it and then compare it to the Rogue Cerakote curl bar that I currently have. So why did I upgrade my older Rogue Cerakote curl bar? Because I don't like Cerakote. um, it dulls the knurl, and I mainly use it for school crushers. So the feeling of uncoated bar, it's the best feeling. So that's why I wanted to upgrade. So I was between the Eleiko curl bar and then the Gungnir curl bar, which are around the same price points. But the Eleiko one is has a chrome shaft and it's not fully knurled. As the Gungnir, has a stainless steel shaft and then it has titanium nickel coated sleeves. While in the Leica curl bar, it has chrome shaft and then chrome sleeves. The only difference is that the Gungnir has bearings and Eleiko has bushings. Also, this bar is in kilograms, and then the Rogue one is in pounds. So before I get into the specs and all of that, let's go ahead and unbox this curl bar or the curler from Gungnir Norway. This ship all the way from Europe. So it took probably a week and a half to get here with Black Friday and the customs lead time and all of that stuff. So I believe this is made in Sweden and assembled in Norway. But I'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's go ahead and unbox this bar. So as you can see already, it has a tear and it's already broken. It is not the best packaging for a almost $600 bar. So yeah, it has a hole and I can see the bar from here, all the end cap from here. You get a close up. So let's go and open. As you can see, it's just basically kind of like duct taped and a foam. Nothing else in the tooth. And there we have it, the curler from Gungnir of Norway. So this bar was assembled by Thomas. They include like this Small little detail tag that comes with the bar, similar to the Rogue one. Okay, so first impressions, it is nice, very nice. The knurling feels great, even if it's medium aggressive. So talking a little bit about the knurling, looks like it is like 18 TPI. It is not overly aggressive. It feels very tacky. It feels great. It doesn't feel like it's gonna hurt your hands or anything with heavy weight. Um, but it feels very tacky. So that's a great advantage of the Neural. So it feels great. The angles feel look great as well. The sleeves are in good condition considering being a nickel. Based on my last experience with Kabuki, but um, the coating looks great on the sleeves. It feels a little bit oily, and that's okay. The shaft is stainless steel. So let's talk about the specs. That's what we all want to know, right? So the bar you use is a multi-purpose. It's a easy curl bar. You can use it for curls, skull crushers. Even I've seen some people do some bent bar, bent row, bent row bars, something like that. So the slide locks, which I will make a closer look of them, are titanium. You release, very smooth. These are the slide locks. So I will make a closer look at those. The bar length is 53.14 inches long. It has a loadable length sleeve of 9.05 inches. The loadable length of the sleeve with the slide locks is 7.08 inches. It has a medium knurl, and this bar has a fully knurl, well, most of the knurl shaft compared to the older version that only had knurl on the two positions of the hands. It has bronze bushings. The diameter of this curl bar is 28 millimeter, which is pretty standard across the curl bars. So 28 millimeter feels great, and you can go all the way around without having any issues. And then it has a lifetime warranty, which I don't think I'll ever use it, but um, I don't think it will ever break, and I will have it with me forever. That's what I always say before I just upgrade stuff a month or so from the time that I purchased them. So the shaft is stainless steel, as I said, and then the sleeve is electroless nickel, which is pretty nice. I'll have some closer looks at these spots. So cost. The bar costs $549 plus shipping. So it's almost a 600 bar shipped to your door. It is very expensive. I think it's the most expensive curl bar out there, besides the Leico one. But you pay for what you get. So this is a very nice bar. It's a stainless steel bar with the technology of the slide locks. I wanted something that it was very unique to use. So this is a great example of that, and you won't go wrong with this purchase if you want a really bougie bougie curl bar. Gungnir makes also dumbbell shafts. They also make some Olympic barbells. All of their barbells are 15 and 20 kg, but they are only 28 millimeters, so they don't have a 29 millimeter power bar per se. They said that they're working on that. Hopefully, they'll release it next year after they release their trap bar. But that is a very promising bar. Hopefully, I haven't seen it, but I'm looking forward to that. So the whole thing about the Gungnir are the sleeves, the the slide lock, the technology that it uses. This is all proprietary technology of Gungnir. So you don't need a color, but let's try and see if a color works with this if you don't want to use the slide lock. So I have a standard Rogue color, and you can also use it and it stays. So If you want to keep using your colors, you can also use that. So now let's bring the Cerakote curl bar and make a comparison between the two. Mainly just a photo between the two side by side, so you can just compare the differences. The Rogue curl bar is just a standard curl bar that we're just gonna compare it to the Gungnir. Before we do that, I'm gonna put a closer look, a close up to the knurl of the Gungnir, and then some B-rolls of the sleeves. I'll put some plates in, and then you can see how the slack and all of that. So let's start with the loading the sleeves with a plate and see how much slack does it have. So as you can see, this is not a rackable curl bar. They don't have a rackable curl bar. In my opinion, I like this one more because it's easy to move around the gym without hitting anything, and also it has a better balance when doing the skull crushers and the curl bars. For me, it's really awkward to use a rackable curl bar for exercises, but some people like them to rack. So that's an advantage that this one doesn't have. So it's loaded with 10 pounds. And you can see that there's a little bit of gap, which really doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. But you can see some in a video they tested this with a car, like lifting a car from a crane. So they lifted a car with this one. They drill a hole on the roof, and then they put the bar, then they put the slide lock, and then they lifted the bar with a crane, and it lifted the whole car. So it's pretty powerful, and it looks perfectly. But you'll see this noise, this gap display between the plate and the sleeve, but it is not an issue. Let's load the other one. How annoying it is. No noise. And it just feels very nice. Okay, so now let's go take a look at the knurl and then at how the sleeve works. So here you have the Rogue Cerakote curl bar, and besides the Gungnir curl bar or the curler. So the Rogue one is 30 pounds. The Gungnir is 24 pounds. So the Rogue is 6 pounds heavier than the Gungnir. You can see that the knurling stars are on the same, but the angles of the Gungnir are different. Let me try and see if I can put it the same way and closer so you can see. And that's a better representation. So they are around the same length. The Rogue has a longer loadable sleeve and a thicker collar and a bigger collar as well. The Rogue has knurling all the way to where the bushing or the collar of the sleeve is, while the Gungnir starts a little bit farther out. The angle of the Gungnir is a little bit um, different. The center is around the same, but the Gungnir has less smooth part. So the angles are similar, very similar to the Rogue one. So So these are the main differences between the two of them. I've asked my agro friend Joey. He has the older version of the Gungnir to provide me some of the photos of his, so we can see the main differences of the knurling and the differences between these two bars. But the main difference is the knurling. This one has a fully knurl shaft, and then the older version of the Gungnir only has knurl on two places where you place the hands for either the curls or the skull crushers. Um, but yep, I will put the differences on the screen for you to review. If you have any questions, as always, please drop them down below and I'll get to them whenever I get a chance. Again, thanks for watching and thanks for all the support. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.